See, one day it'll be a time when we go live and loads of people just streaming.
Oh, do you know what? That'd be awesome. We were talking about today that it seems to be the ones which are either grumpy or fake that seem to get the massive amounts of people.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier on to Damien, and he was saying when you look at the channels on YouTube, and you got the genuine channels, and then you got, and I'm not saying, I don't want to say they're not genuine, the other channels, because I think they're probably, yeah, I'm sure there's some fakery going on, but I think some people do over dramatize them, I think is the best way of saying it, like over dramatize.
Oh yes, yeah.
They do get lots of, like, so many views, and you think, but it's exhausting to do it like that.
See, this is the thing, and it frustrates me in some ways, and I don't mean this rudely when I say this. It does frustrate me because sometimes I sit there and I just think, I don't know how to put it politely without being rude to them, but I just sit there and think it takes me, because I take all my CCTV cameras, which they're all doing now. So they've all copied me since October. They've all copied me now. Yeah. All of them have not commented on my video or credited me where they got it from. So that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Excuse the French, guys, but it does, it gets on your nerves. When you're real and stuff, it gets on your nerves.
Yeah.
And and it just really, I don't know, you can hear it in me, can't you? It's like,
where is this going live at?
On YouTube.
My lovely.
I did share that link.
Yeah, we've got Stacey's already in, bless her heart. If you have any questions, guys, just join in with the chat in the comments, and I'll pop them up on the screen if and stuff, because I know what we're like. Hello, I don't know who this is. Oh,
hi, Roo.
We hopefully some of our guys will come over because we have shared it.
We've got Roo.
Oh, hi, Roo.
Oh no, I shared it earlier and I was like, oh, is everyone going to see? Like, I usually get at least 5 to 10 viewers, so I'm quite pleased with that. We've had under 300 subscribers. I was watching someone the other day and they had 4.7 subscribers and they had one person in, and I felt awful, so I sat in the live.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before and thought, oh, love them, I'm just going to sit here. I know. It's hard though. I mean, I was thinking, as much as we all want that, that run into that, get loads of subscribers and loads of people, and that's kind of the aim of the game. I think I was thinking, imagine if you had like someone like Casper Site, for example, who's got over 1 million subscribers, and when he goes live, I mean, it goes immediately. Like, there is so many people, and it's just like, I would feel really bad that I couldn't respond to everyone, but you actually couldn't physically do that.
I got like that on TikTok because I've got 4.5 followers over there. I've got less now because it is dropping since I've stopped doing the tarot.
Yeah.
And I just sit there, hey, Shawnee. I just sit there and sometimes I just go, oh, sugar. Like, I can't keep up with these comments at all. Like, sometimes at some points I had like 300-400 people in there, and I'm just like, everyone's going, you're missing me, and I'm like, I'm not.
You feel awful, don't you? It's like, oh my God. I mean, one of our subscribers, bless them, I love our community, I do. And one of our subscribers commented the other day and said, well, the premiere isn't out yet, and I can't remember now. It was something that I felt like I'd just been given a smack.
Hi, David.
It literally felt like I'd been given a smack and told off. And I was like, oh my God, no, what's happened is we're fine. This has happened. And so we've had to delay that. So we're going to do this because of that. So we're not going to go live on Sunday night. It's not because we don't want to go live. It's because we're going to get up in the middle of the night to go and do this woods, which we did, obviously.
I think that's actually part of the problem when you do get big.
Mm-hmm.
When you do get big, that is actually part of the problem, isn't it? When you're getting, because obviously you've got what, 2.5, haven't you?
No,
So
I
they're
think
getting
just over 3,100
is it
now.
3,100
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Well done, ladies and gent.
Yeah.
Wherever he is. And gent.
Never room. But it's good. It's going up. I think, to be honest, Damien's reaction videos are a massive help because he puts them out quite consistently most days and gets quite good views now. And he's got like a little fan base that love his reaction videos and stuff. So that's actually really cool. But he doesn't come out investigating with us, although he did the other night briefly.
Last Monday he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the last ones I actually watched of you guys investigating. I haven't had a chance to watch any others recently.
Well, we haven't put that one out yet. We haven't.
No, it was with real evidence.
Oh God, that was a while back now. That was a while back. That was the Swan.
That's it. It was at the end of December, wasn't it? Early January.
I can't remember when it was.
No, it was before that. It was quite a while ago.
They separated ways, didn't they? A while back now.
Well, that's bad then. I don't mean that really. That's bad because that was only suggested to me in December, January time.
Oh,
no, that was quite a long time ago, and they don't do that investigating anymore. So that's just Michael now, and he's debunking.
Debunker.
No comment.
Dark side. He's gone to the dark side.
He's gone to by the way, guys, I've got no problem with debunkers. Absolutely love them, and I do. It's just the fact I know for a fact if they went onto my Priest Cottage videos, and I've got 2 bits where there's Class A EVPs, and I know for a fact they would be questioning everything. My East Drive video, they've gone nuts over because the door opens.
Because Bad Cat just went back there and the door opened on camera when they weren't in the house. The door to Emma's room, that door.
I haven't seen that one.
I think, is it out now? Has she put it out? I think she's put it out. I can't remember.
Yeah, she put it out,
Yeah, she put it out, the East Drive one, yeah. But yeah, the door moved, it opened, I think. Opened. So what I was going to ask you what you thought of East Drive, actually, because obviously we've all done it now.
I'll just introduce myself to Rue, bless her.
Okay.
So I'm Empress Sparkle. Obviously, that's a stage name because 2 of my children got Sen issues, so they like to stay private. So that's why I use a stage name as well as other issues in the past. But I have been in the paranormal for 40 years, no choice on my own. I was just gifted to be able to see them. And basically, as well as that, I want to teach people about the paranormal because there is a lot of people. I absolutely love Mad because they aren't daft with the paranormal like some are. There is some people, sadly, which are messing about with it when they shouldn't be. So that's why I'm sort of wanting more to do the teaching side, if I'm honest. But I go investigating to show people the truth. And so 30 East Drive. We were bored. We were literally bored. And we were effing and blinding. I come home, I sat and watched 12 hours of footage on each CCTV camera and went, we didn't see any of that. What the heck? The door opened. We had a black mist about that big on the wall. And I just went, where? When did that happen?
See, now we have still got 6 hours of East Drive to watch that we haven't watched. You have still got that in the show. We've still got 6 hours, and this sort of stuff makes me think we really need to watch that because we don't know what happened in them 6 hours.
I mean, we got a lot of the Priest Cottage that we didn't know we'd got until we watched it back and edited.
It's crazy, actually, how much you get back once you edit.
Yeah.
It is nuts. Like, I was walking up the stairs and you actually can hear the conversation. You hear my side and you hear the little boy's side. And I messaged FX Paranormal, bless them, and I says, don't mean it really, can you check your CCTV and tell me this isn't in my head? Like, I am actually hearing this. And they went, yeah, we've caught it on our CCTV as well, Amy. And I just released my and I was just like, what the heck is going on? What the heck? And then at the end of the night, as we're packing up, you can hear us downstairs starting the pack up. you literally hear the spirit say, Ames, miss you. And I was like,
God.
yeah, it's right at the end of the video. It's the last bit of I put it into 4 because otherwise it would have been a really long video. And I just literally stood there when I was listening to it. I called hubby and I went, listen to this. Is that in my head? You sort of sit there like that, don't you?
Yeah. It's brilliant though. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
We're going to go back, aren't we?
Yeah, we are going to go back. Yeah.
We definitely are as well. Because you caught the bricks though, didn't you? You were lucky to get the bricks on video.
We got the dominoes. We got the dominoes. We was all on camera. Jasmine was with us at that point as well. And just before we'd done that, she'd like jumped all around it. Do you know what I mean? So it wouldn't have moved from like footsteps or anything. But yeah, we did get that. And then it was just a couple of weeks later, Jasmine from Bad Cat went live from there. And she had the bricks and the bell. And when they went downstairs, having a fag or whatever, and the bell just whacks live on camera straight into the bricks and knocks them over. It was brilliant.
I love it because I'm on the same. I was crawling all over the floor because I thought I'm going to prove that these other guys, they're not faking these bricks falling over. So I was crawling all the way around it. I was actually playing a little man at the same time because he was hiding behind the house like he always does. So I was playing with him at the same time. And I was like, honestly, the stuff at the spin court at Priest Cottage, so 30 East Drive is negativity and it drains you, it kills you like energy wise. Priest Cottage is, you're fine, sweet. Priest Cottage is complete opposite. It is activity. Apart from, I would say 2 spirits, all of them actually seem to want us there. And they seem to want to interact with you. So I absolutely, it's
a brilliant place. I think they've set it up really well. I think for me, when we walked in there, so we walked in the front door and like put our bags on the table in the living room, and then we went that way round to the kitchen. And as I walked that way, it was like, I can't even explain it. It was like a pressure, like an unbelievable, like I just stepped into like a pressurized bubble or something. Like it was really stuffed, like my head, it was like my head was being crushed. And I was like, oh my God. And it was, of course, it was at the top of that stairs, which is where the basement is, which straight away made me think, oh my God, I'm scared of this basement already. I'm scared now.
I can't go in there. We went down with Shannon.
Did you not stay down there?
No, we went down with Shannon and literally my shoe come off. Really weird. My shoe just randomly come off.
Very
odd. I was like, what the heck is going on there? So I went to lean on the table, and as I was putting my hand down, my spirit guys went, don't you dare, in my ear. So I was like, oh, okay, I won't touch that then. So I leant on hubby to put it on, and we walked through towards the back bit, and I just went dizzy. I just went so dizzy like that, and I was literally like that. And Shannon looked at me, and she went, "Are you okay?" And I went, "I've got to get out of here." And all of a sudden, I was struggling to breathe, everything. Wow. So I says, "I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out. I've got to go." Like that. And hubby went, "I'll help you to the bottom of the stairs." So he helped me to the bottom of the stairs, and I went up. But he stayed down.
Yeah.
But it was really strange because no one else, she said that was the most severe reaction they've ever had in the basement. I was like,
yeah.
I laid on the table and did the estates laid on the table.
Because she's insane, clearly.
For about half an hour.
It was too long. It was way too long. And it was just
left me really, really confused when I came out. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't remember anything that was said while I was under it on the estates. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Would you really?
All day.
You're crazy. Sorry, but
I don't think I would. I think for me, so Michelle likes the estates anyway. I'm not massively keen on it. It just, sometimes it just sounds so eerie. Do you know what I mean? I don't like it. I'm just like, I don't want to think it's demonic and stuff, things like that. But so, and sometimes it can sound like that. So I don't necessarily like it. And because you can't see, because you got a blindfold on, it just makes everything. It makes me feel
What's
like
the
I'm in
point?
an MRI scan. Like I'm stuck in an MRI scan and I can't get out. No one can hear me. And I'm like trapped. A bit like
I think
that.
you've just got to just let it, just go with it.
I think I'm quite blessed, and I will admit this, because I can hear them, so I don't really need the Estes. I can hear most of them if they let me hear them. I should correct that, actually. But the Estes, for me, when I have tried it, and I will admit this, really, I'm like you, April. I freak out. I'm like, I've come out of it in a panic attack. Like, I can't do this, and everything. I can do it if it's like on loud, like, and someone's just playing it in the room. Yeah, I can't.
But when it's your senses and everything, and it's like something's been taken over, and it's just like,
oh yeah, it's sensory deprivation, isn't it? That's the
But you're not sure if somebody's still there with you. Like in your head, I'm thinking.
No, you've got to just trust who you're with, haven't you?
Well, obviously you do, but we did it in the woods, and it wasn't nighttime. It was like early evening, and do you know
in a circle of trees as well.
Yeah, we did. We did it in the woods, and I'd never done it like that before, and I felt safer doing it there than I do when we're in somewhere. That's weird because I was in the middle of the woods.
I think it's weird, but not weird at the same time. And I will admit that. And the reason being is because you can run. So you've got time to take about 5 steps and take off the mask and be able to run. And I think, even though all of us agree that humans are scarier than the actual paranormal, all of us agree with that.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, I think as well, I will admit for me, the Estes as well, because I get visions. So sometimes I'll see stuff that I don't really want to see. Yeah. So I think that's another thing, because you're totally sensory deprived. Yeah. The visions come through thicker and faster.
Yeah. When I was doing it in the basement at the priest cottage, I started to see some stuff like in my head while I was doing the Estes. That's never happened before. And I don't remember seeing it, but I've watched back me telling April and me saying it while I'm in the Estes that I could see something to do with hair and scissors or something. Weird.
I remember
that. And it's crazy because different places affect you differently. So you might do that at 30 East Drive and it wouldn't actually affect you as much. Does that make sense? Hubby got touched when he was doing it at 30 East Drive, and there was a mark on his leg, like he got grabbed, and that cracked him up. That was his first experience of the paranormal, and he was like, "It's because I can't fight it." Yeah, if I could have a handstand fight,
well, you can't do.
Can I just respond to Rue? So Rue says that's what scares me. I'm sure I'd see visions, even though I've never done Estes. Well, Rue, when we come to Pluckley, if you meet up with us, you can have a go.
You can have a go. That'd be hilarious. So we have tried to go out with some of our subscribers. We met Nicola in Leeds when we went to the priest cottage. She came with us to that, and that was quite cool. But we're going to try and collaborate a bit more this year. I think that's kind of our next kind of thing to do. Obviously, we've collaborated with a couple of people, but we want to collaborate with Ghost Theory. I want to collaborate with Theory. Now, I know there's a divided opinion of Ghost Theory. I like Ghost Theory. I think they're funny lads, man.
I do as well.
They entertain me massively. Me and Damien and Michelle love them, I think, however they got where they got is irrelevant. The fact is they're there now and they're doing it. And I just think that would be really cool to go out with them. I think
they're entertaining. It's if there's nothing going on, they're still entertaining. That's what we try to be. Is still entertaining if there's nothing happening, because obviously you can't guarantee anything's going to happen ever.
No.
This is one of the things, and I actually completely agree with both you ladies, because I do actually enjoy Ghost Theory. As you know, we spoke about before. I've approached Joe, and
Yeah.
Elliot to come on here and have a chat. I do like Ghost Fury. I've watched them quite a lot.
Yeah, I am.
I think at the minute I'll hold my hands up. And it's not them that's the problem. If
Yeah.
I'm honest, it's not them that's the problem. There's too much bitching in the
Oh my God,
paranormal
it's
world at the
terrible.
minute.
Oh, it's
I
a bit
stopped
first,
watching
isn't
them.
it?
We've stopped watching loads of people because it just gets to the point where you think, oh my God, people, come on. And you've got anything else to do in your lives? What is the matter with you? Get a grip.
Yeah.
You know,
with
it's
them
their
saying,
fake. You know, they're going, they're fake. They're this, they're that. Really, I mean, let's be honest. If it's entertaining,
that's what it's about.
does it matter? Because it
Exactly.
is overall entertaining. I'm sure there are probably people doing paranormal investigations who don't actually believe in it. Weird that, because I don't know why you would go out doing a paranormal investigation if you're a non-believer.
This
No.
is one of the things I've struggled with. I will be more local to them in a couple of months because I'm moving from Leeds to Cambridgeshire most likely.
Oh, right.
So we'll be more local to them in a couple of months. But at the minute I'm in Leeds.
Yeah.
And sadly, the problem is with Leeds, apart from Priest Cottage, and I can't do all my footage on Priest Cottage, it's very expensive. Very, very expensive. And you get thrown out of the ghost yards quite quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they throw you out of cemeteries quite quick when you're filming.
Oh.
So
See, I always think up north for me is like the place to be to go investigating.
So investigating inside is brilliant.
Yeah.
Investigating inside is absolutely brilliant. There's loads of places to investigate because obviously Yorkshire's a ghost capital
Yeah.
of the UK. So it is brilliant. The problem is as soon as you go outside, because we have so many roadmen,
Mm-hmm.
they cause you issues. So
Okay.
now the churchyards and graveyards and stuff like that are getting a bit temperamental about who's in them late at night. So especially if you've got a camera going, they're a bit, they want to get you out as soon as they can. 9 times out of 10, though, they come up to me and hear the southern voice and they're a bit like, oh, it's okay, sorry. And then my hubby speaks because he's northern and they're like, actually, no, you can still get out. I'm like,
Say hello to Mad Mum. Mad Mum's in the chat.
All right, Mad Mum.
oh, bless her.
Just getting on it near this end. I'll get on it this end.
It might even be that we can do Priest Cottage before, if I get a chance before we move, we might be able to do that. Do Priest Cottage together.
I definitely want to do the Priest Cottage again, definitely. And I mean, I wanted to do the Ancient Ram again because the Ancient Ram we did way back when we first started. And we were live for like nearly 6 hours. We didn't know what we were doing. It was a disaster. But I mean, it's a cool place. It's a very cool place. And it's very freezing and it's very dirty. It's a very cool place. Whether there's something in there, I don't know. There is definitely parts of that place that made the hairs go up on the back of my neck.
I think for me, what convinced me, because I think it picks its victims, is the way I'm going to word it there. And the reason why I say that is because I don't know if you watch Daz Games.
I have a bit. I have a little bit, yeah.
Daz Games is absolutely brilliant. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
He went there and literally all night they were saying how bored, they were having jokes and laughs. So they took a break in a little room with the cradle.
Oh God, yeah.
So they took a break in there. They're sat there and they're just talking about how bored they are and having a few laughs and jokes. And all of a sudden the door opens behind Daz and goes into Daz's back. And he crapped himself because he was a non-believer. So he crapped himself.
I might have seen it. I've got a feeling I might have seen that.
Yeah, it was really, that's what convinced me that the place is haunted. But I was like, by who? Yeah, honestly, it's one of the best. I will admit that, sweet.
It's very old. It's very old. But like we went to the Swan in Wantage and never been investigated before. Wasn't really a known place. Oh look, David. Oh, how weird when I just said that. Wasn't really a known place, and yet the first time we went, it was me, Michelle, and Mad Mum, and we weren't going live. We were recording, and it was crazy. It was just
Brilliant.
like amazing.
We got scratched. We got DVP. We got
noise,
EVP. We got everything. The strangest thing of all, I think, was at the very end. We were having like a little debrief with three of us. Had just sat there, and it's caught on the video as well. All of a sudden, it's like we were sat in an aviary. There was just birds tweeting. We were in the pub at like 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no birds anywhere, especially not in the pub. And it was really strange. And then when I was at the priest cottage doing the estate in the basement, when I've watched it back, I say there's birds. I can hear birds tweeting everywhere. And I don't know if that is what that's about, because that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
So I have theories. This is why I'm paranormal hunting the way I am now. I've been in the background for years. I've been dealing with people's attachments for years. I've been dealing with house attachments for years, all of that for years. And I did it hidden, and I hold my hands up because being brought up strict Christian. So I hid it. I hid what I did because, we're taught it's wrong. And I did it secretly, and 2022 was when I come out doing all my tarot and doing all this publicly. And one of the things for me, I'm trying to figure out is the darkness at the minute. Is it just the fact, because they can read minds, so I will admit that to everyone. Every spirit can read minds, by the way, guys. And it's just sort of like trying to figure out, for me personally, is it just a read minds thing, or is there something else interlinking them all? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's confusing.
I was wondering if the birds tweeting, because it's happened a few times now, is it like symbolic of something? Is that?
Birds tweeting can be, and it depends what birds. So this is where it gets complicated. So if you've got crows crowing, that could be a messenger. For me personally, because I worship the Greek gods, which you can sort of see behind me. So I would do, for me personally, it would be things like if it's crow, it'd be either a message from Hermes or a sign of death or a message from Apollon. So it's sort of like, if it's an eagle, it could be Zeus. So it sort of depends on which they are. To why they're actually, this is a problem when it comes to birds, because birds do tweet to give messages. They're like one of these,
like an aviary. Each time it's been like sat in like a local park here. When I was a kid, there was an aviary, and it was a big one, and there was loads and loads of different budgies and whatnots in it. And I'm terrified of birds. Always have been, because my mum's scared. I always had to run away scared, and now I'm scared. But it sounded like I was like right there in an aviary.
See, now that
both times
sounds to me, if you don't mind me saying this, lovely, what that sounds like to me is they've read your mind, read your fear, and tried to use that against you.
Oh, do you reckon? Because it didn't feel negative to me, the birds.
But we've all got that fear. Me, you, and my mum did have.
We have, yeah.
Maybe that's not bad. Yeah, that could be a thing.
Perhaps you're right.
Yeah.
The reason why I know that, so 30 East Drive, this is something that wasn't filmed. So I talk about it, but I don't talk about it much because it wasn't filmed. I have a fear of falling downstairs.
Yeah.
And literally at the top of the stairs, it tried to push me down the stairs, but fortunately I felt its hand come towards my back. Yeah. So I landed in the wall straight opposite, and I literally turned because it was in the middle bedroom, and I went, really? And it just laughed at me. And I carried on walking down the stairs as if nothing happened. And if it weren't for the fact hubby said, what was that big bang just then, I would have most probably not even have said anything about it to anyone, because I'd be like, yeah, that sounds so fake. But he heard the bang downstairs, and I was like, it's just pushed me off the top step trying to get me to go down the stairs. And he was one that I then went, that's your worst fear, one of your worst fears. And I was like, oh yeah, little shit.
Yeah, that's not. I never thought about things like that really. But we had. I mean, we had. So we investigated somewhere last week that we're still editing at the minute, and we've wanted to investigate this place for so long, and nobody has ever investigated it, and it's so old and so allegedly haunted, and it's got a massive history. And we are still editing it, so we are going to put that out now. It's gutting because we've wanted it so bad, and it just didn't quite work out. Do you know what I mean? You think, I don't know if it's because it's a building that's never been investigated, so any spirits there would have been like, what the fuck are you lot? Who are you? Do you know what I mean? Or whether, because I've never experienced orbs like that in anywhere ever. That is something that is clear on camera. You'll see when we put it out, but they were like solid, like some of these orbs were, and there was
definitely
so
not dust.
It was definitely not dust. You can tell the difference, obviously, between dust.
Thanks, Ray.
Solid forms of light, like solid forms of light, and they were just. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it ever anywhere.
See, that's one of the things, isn't it, about orbs? We get accused that they're dust. And 30 East Drive,
yeah,
we caught loads of orbs.
Yeah,
caught loads of them. Some of them are dust that I've put up to try and get people to say that one is a dust.
Yeah.
But the thing that we caught was actually the I'm actually going to put that up. The one thing we caught, which was actually really trippy, and I will admit this, I don't know how to word it. I really don't. Was this big black orbs. I've never caught them before, and they were like huge. And I was like, what the heck? And people are like, oh, they're dust. And I'm like, you're telling me something going across the kitchen sink at the other end about that big is dust. Like,
people always say that, don't they? And I think it's so obvious. Like when we did an investigation right back when we started, Damien had a red orb, and it literally was coming to his hand, and it was bright red.
And he asked it to, didn't he? He
asked
it
into my hand, and it literally just went on camera to his hand. But that was next door to the place where we did last week, which we've wanted to do for ages, because it was the next door we wanted, obviously.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Spirits or losing.
We've got a few different colours. We've got an orange one.
Some are afraid. I don't know.
It's nuts.
Or of losing control over reality. What, the spirits?
Yeah,
I think orbs are forms of energy, and I think we are forms of energy. We are forms of energy. Our soul's a form of energy, and we obviously go back to being a form of energy. How you show yourself, I guess, is slightly different. But to the normal person who generally wouldn't see, an orb is probably what, for me, that is a spirit. That is some form of energy in front of you.
Yeah, and I think that spirits are reality. I think it is a reality. I believe in the astral plane, and some of us can see in it, but they can all see into us. That's my belief, that we're on just a different plane to them.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that I hold my hands up for, that I massively believe. And I will admit, I'm with you, Michelle. I'm going to hold my hands up here completely. And one of the things that people don't realize is the spirits can choose who they interact with, who they show most of their energy to. They can choose. So some spirits will choose to interact with me, some spirits won't. Just because they're assholes and they like to then appear in footsteps and scare me.
Yeah, see, I think this, and I think to myself, I know you're there. I believe thoroughly. Every bit of me believes that there is somebody there, And I just think, Damien said to me, they can't always show you things because they're not allowed. And I was like, Who says they're not allowed? They got a boss then.
Oh, they're allowed.
On the other side. I thought, I'm sure you can. But then I think to myself, when you're in that fit of grief and you're desperate to hear from your loved one and you're, just some sign would help. If I'd have died and that was me, I would want to do something to make that person feel better. So I doubt myself because of that, because I think, well, why have you not done that? Like, why is my mum was saying she wishes, my gran would read her mind, and I think my mum would wish that my gran could somehow show her that she's all right. I 100% believe my gran is all right.
She's in the light. I can't reach her at the minute because she hasn't. She's passed within the last year and a half. I can't reach her at the minute. I did ask if he could.
And I know that she's all right because I felt her leave. I felt her go. She went through me, and I can't explain that feeling because it's a feeling that isn't on this earth. Do you know what I mean? It's not a feeling that I think you would feel in this life. It's something else, and it's the most amazing, beautiful feeling I've ever experienced, ever. And yet it was the most devastating part of my life. It was just like, what is going on? It was just bizarre. But I think I doubt it because I think, why don't you then? Why don't you, if you're there and you care about that person, just show them that you're all right? Or maybe they do and people don't realise. I don't know.
So the problem is, I will explain my personal belief so people don't have to believe this. Hermes comes to collect us is my personal belief. That will be in the sign of a family member. I think for your grandma, it was her sister, I believe.
No,
he's showing me a female.
Hopefully, well, we hope it was her gran. But
it might be a gran then,
because quite a lot of people on that sign for I imagine.
So he's showing me a short lady, curly hair. I wouldn't call her chubby. I'd say sort of 14, 16. Curly short hair. He's showing me.
She did have curly hair. I mean, obviously she wasn't.
Oh, is he showing me actually her?
I don't know, but she wasn't that big. Obviously, in the end, she wasn't a big at all, but she was a bit plump, weren't she, sometimes for a lot of time. But she had a beautiful figure when she was young. She was stunning. Like her figure, she was typical that era,
Yeah.
Very tiny little waist and everything perfect, and just she was perfect.
Well, this isn't grandma. It's showing me who come to collect her. So it's who come to collect her is he showing me, because
I don't know what her gran looked like. Michelle, did you? I don't.
She had very long hair that she had in a bun on her head.
Yeah.
Can I just somebody's asked, do we have a favourite item that we always take to investigations?
Mine
is the spirit. I like my S-box and my blindfold and my headphones.
I don't think I have a favourite item. I think I just want to make sure my camera and mics are working. I'm just so focused on them because it's such a nightmare. That for me is the most important thing, that the cameras and the mics are working, and I get quite focused on that. So we get
a lot of tech issues, don't we?
Oh, it drives me insane.
We had the cameras closed down on us 3 times at East Drive. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was nuts. We kept going live, didn't we? We had 2 different live streams running. No, yeah, we were, weren't we? With 2 cameras running live, and we were recording, and it drained our batteries there. Like, oh my god!
There seems to be a real drainage energy. Like it just wants all the energy it can collect. Well, actually, I'm not surprised, because I will tell you afterwards what Carol told me.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised, actually, to be honest. Because of things around it is the way I'm going to word it.
okay.
I found out a few things and she knew she couldn't hide them from me is the way I'm going to word it.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So I'll tell you afterwards, because I might get in trouble even for publicly saying this. I'm not meant to say it.
Yeah. What's this?
I found East Drive to be a little bit of an anticlimax.
It is an anticlimax. It is an anticlimax.
I think
we weren't in the right frame of mind for doing it, were we?
Could some entities be interdimensional rather than dead humans? Well, yeah, I guess.
Yes.
No.
I personally would say yes. But that's a weird question to try and explain, because when we're talking about that, you could talk about our spirit guides as interdimensional.
I got told my spirit guide was an Indian, one of them Indians, American Indian or something, and that was my spirit guide. And I got told that by about 5 different people as well over the years. And then I think somebody else said, "Oh, no, you've got more than one." And I said, "Oh, have I got a whole queue of them behind me?"
We all
more than one spirit guide. And I thought, oh, well, I've only ever been told about the Indian. So who's the other one? And I'm sure he said a nun, which would freak me right out. And it would freak Michelle out more, because she's got a fear of nuns.
The thing is, what people don't realize about spirit guides. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. No, yeah. I don't. I have 4, because one was taken away the other week. So I only have 4. Sorry, I get quite upset about the fact Luna was taken away. Oh. And this is the thing, we do have, they're there for different reasons, and they go and they come when we've learned our lessons, they go and they come for it and stuff like that. So it is very, very crazy. Spirit boxes are reliable. You just get them off FM. Don't use them on FM.
We paid quite a bit, didn't you, Michelle, for that one?
Yeah, I've got an S box from, Spirit. I think I bought it from Spirit Shack, and it's never let me down. When we did our investigation last Monday, it's the first time ever that the battery drained on it, and literally I've had to charge the thing up twice since I had it, and that's 2 years, and it drained to dead, completely flat on Monday night, and had to plug it in. I've never had to do that.
That's crazy.
Have you ever experienced something you still can't logically explain?
Life.
Yeah, definitely can't explain life.
Everything that's paranormal, really. Everything that's paranormal. It is paranormal by definition, because it can't be explained or understood by
someone. Like me, I can't explain when we went to the Swan and that knock, because we went back to the Swan 2 more times after that. And I tried to debunk this noise. There is no debunking this noise.
It wasn't a knock, was it? It was
a knock. So imagine like a Scrooge door knocker, like really whack,
that's what I just said
3 times. And it was so loud in my ear, any normal person would have jumped and legged it. I did go straight back, but I did jump and leg it, because I literally thought there has to be somebody, that has to be a person hidden in the building. Do you know what I mean? I was convinced. I was like, because we'd only just started. I literally just walked in the toilet with the camera and went,
yeah, we were just setting up.
Here. And it just went whack, whack, whack. And I was gone.
But that's when they enjoy to get us. Let's be honest. They enjoy. And this is what my hubby says all the time. He says, you don't have the cameras out. You've got activity going left, right, and centre. As soon as we put the cameras out, there's nothing going on. East Drive, we were having growls in our ears. We were having chitter in the background, all of that. Got the cameras out, everything shut up. And I was like, what? What the heck's going on?
I don't know what link we're talking about.
The Swan, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's done the Discord, I think. I'm just trying to read some of these. I haven't been looking really. What is the best investigation you guys have done? Not so much activity, just the most enjoyable. The most enjoyable? Do you know what? I enjoy most of them. I don't like woods. I'm going to be honest.
I enjoyed Broadmoor Woods.
Oh God, it's just woods. Just do
That's
me.
That's where you caught the shadow man, isn't it?
When Damien does his reaction videos, and he does a reaction video to like a hiking or walking or camping disturbing encounters, I shouldn't watch them. Do you know what I mean? Because I watch them, and then because I've watched them, when I'm in the woods, that's what's running through my head. These camping encounters, and it's just like my head can't cope with it. It just scares. And I always need a
win. We got lost. Mad Mum says when we got lost in the woods. When we got lost in the woods at Rollright Stones, the first time we went there, oh my God, I was actually genuinely shitting my pants. It was terrifying. We
That
could
was
not find our way out.
really funny.
Damien was just like trudging.
We literally came
No.
across a really weird modern building that doesn't actually exist. I mean, it's not there. I just don't know where it came from. It was suddenly there and then it was gone again. It was just the most craziest night.
We've been back about 4 times, haven't we?
Yeah,
Can't find it.
Yeah, it's not there.
So hold on, because I have seen this video, because I remember you coming across that building.
Yes, crazy.
I just assumed
Really early on.
that you went to a different area.
No, so we got to this pit and all of a sudden you see it through the bush. And I was like, first I was like, what is that? And then when we got near, it was like some modern just building, just there in the middle of a wood.
It was like someone just built it as well, wasn't it? Like it hadn't been up long.
Yeah, it's not there.
And then we literally turned and we thought, no, we better go back that way. No building. And we've been back 4 times, walked around the same woods, done it different ways, different routes. There's not a building there. It's just crazy. And when we went there the second time, we had over 300 people on our chat. We weren't even monetized then. It was like this was ages ago. We were literally walking along and we thought, do you know what? We'll go roll right on our way home. Let's just go and do an investigation in the witchy woods. Crap, let's go. Take our phones and go. So we went. Not planned. Walked in there, went live. Over 300 people in the chat and like 13,500 views on the video. And it was like,
it was
what happened? I don't know what happened, how that happened. It's never happened since.
We had no moderators online either, not one. And we had all these people. Oh,
God, it was crazy. Crazy. If only that would happen now. That would be cool if it would happen now.
Isn't it? Oh.
I know. It would be. But that's when the American Werewolf in London. I'm sorry, American Werewolf in London is definitely in that woods. There's some kind of werewolfy thing. Because every time I've been there, I hear a growl, but it's not a growl, it's a growl.
Yeah. See, I know Lorraine and Ed Warren.
Yeah.
Another sort of subject at the minute. I know they come over to try and debunk that. I do as well.
I
yeah. I will say, Hev, technology's never going to catch up.
No,
I agree. I don't think it will. I think the only way it has to show itself without a load of technology for anyone to believe it, I think. Because if it's technology, then people are always going to say, oh, no, that's fake, you know.
Yeah, but even if it appeared on camera, if an image appeared on camera waving at you, clearly someone who's died, going, my name's so-and-so and I died on that day at this time from this illness, someone's going to go, that was AI. Or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like you're pushing to get it, but it's like, does it really matter? Forget it. If I get the evidence, does it really matter? It matters to me because I want people to see what I know. So it is quite frustrating.
Yeah. I think the most important thing is that we believe it.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is one of the things that I said the other day to someone, because they were like, why are you even doing this? And I'm like, to teach people not to mess with the paranormal.
Yeah.
And they're like, right, okay. That's my side of things. That's why I'm doing the investigations, etc., is to show people actually saying, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Treating them like monkeys, you know.
That's the thing. They're not going to do it on command, are they? And I always think that you probably could, you know, somewhere like East Drive, I think if you stayed there for a week, I wouldn't want to stay there. No.
I would.
It's too hot.
Someone could die.
It's too hot. It's just like that. We thought we were going to die in there. All of us couldn't breathe. Damien had to go and turn all the radiators off. We couldn't figure out where the heating was. It was
just horrifically hot.
When did you go?
We went in April. Last year.
So when we went in October, we couldn't warm the house up, even with all the heating on. We could not warm the house up. It was constantly freezing. We were wrapped up and everything. It was constantly freezing.
Oh, no, we weren't. Honest to God, you could have sat there in your underwear and been just right. It was baking.
It was awful. It was so hot. It was awful. But then you go to the ancient ram. It was so cold. We might have frozen to death. You know, it was that cold in the ancient ram. Whereas you go to the priest's cottage, I didn't notice the cold. I know they haven't got heating. They've got the little heaters. I didn't notice the cold. Did you, Michelle?
No.
I didn't notice the cold. It didn't feel like a cold place at all. It just didn't. I just know it was welcome.
I think that is one thing that I actually enjoyed about the priest cottage was I didn't notice the I was a nightmare. I was turning all the heaters off and not bothering to turn them back on, and everyone's like, "No, turn them back on." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot," because I didn't realize it was cold. Yeah. I was so busy with interacting with them, because they have a lot of spirits there. Yeah, a lot of spirits. So I was so busy interacting. I want to know what spirit shouts Matty though. That was doing my fucking nutting.
Matty. Did we get a Matty? No, I don't think we did we? I can't really remember. There was so much there. Did you write your name on?
We got that DVP as well. Well, it was the EVP, wasn't it? Because we caught it when I'm doing the estate. April's got the EVP on, and when we play it back, one of our subs said, "Oh my god!" and she clipped it and sent it to us. And I say, while under the estate, fantasize. April says, "What do you fantasize about?" Probably don't really want to know. And then you hear a voice go, "You."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's creepy.
And there was a bit with the dog collar.
And then we were doing some psychometry. April handed the priest collar, because I felt compelled to put that on as soon as we saw it.
Weirdo.
Did some scrying with it on. But then later we were doing some psychometry and April handed it to Nick, who's one of our subs, who was channel member, is with us. And as she hands it to her, you hear a breath and it goes, it nasty. Sounds nasty.
So something that I actually haven't told anyone, actually, I think it's on camera that I do it. I don't know why. It's strange you say that you were attracted to the dog collar. I was attracted to the brooch, and I sat there for about 5 minutes just playing with the brooch, pushing it back and forth on the table. And then I watched Bad Cat's video and I saw her say that you shouldn't touch it with Side-Eye Guy. And I was like, no wonder what happened to me happened. I was like, I've obviously been a bit daft.
Did it when Side-Eye Guy was there? Of course it didn't. I just got... But he stayed there, didn't he? He went asleep.
Yeah, but he did admit... One, his camera went off the whole time that he was asleep, so he had no evidence of anything happened.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he did admit at the end of his video, and he did admit that he cannot work out where the bangs, etc., come from. So in his video, he does admit that. Because I'm quite shocked at Side-Eye Guy and Beardo at the minute, because both of them admitted about Priest Cottage and 30 East Drive that there is strange happenings there that they need to go back so they can work them out. Yeah. And I was quite shocked at that, especially from a certain bearded man.
He was there, weren't he? I saw him on the morgue table doing the essays, I believe. I saw a clip of it.
Yeah.
Michael from Real Evidence was going there, weren't he? He said he was going to go there, but I haven't seen that, if he did.
No, I haven't seen it.
He's gone really grumpy. Please don't be offended by that, Michael. You've gone really grumpy recently, and I'm struggling to watch your videos recently because of it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I think it's, I mean, he was good at going out and investigating. He was good at that. You know, he's a good editor. He's a fantastic editor. I just think, you know, you should use your skills. That's all. You know? Yeah. Do some editing for free. I can send you some videos.
I tell you, that's the one thing I need as an editor.
God, wouldn't it be nice to have an editor? Like an editor that just does their job.
Yeah, I've got 2 channels. It's my own fault for having 2 channels.
You've got your TikTok as well, haven't you? And
I don't do as much on TikTok because it's too dark. It's too dark, and I'm all about energy, so I don't do as much as there.
What was more intense at each of these locations you visited, the atmosphere or the actual activity? Priest Cottage, both.
At the time, I think it was the atmosphere, because a lot of it we didn't realise we'd caught until
Yes, yeah. I suppose it's an
There was a
afterward.
few things, obviously, that did happen, like when you had to leg it. We had to leg it out of the basement and stuff like that. But
Yeah, we
that
did.
was more. That was more the atmosphere. But the Swan was the activity. It was all around us. It was
Awesome.
absolutely all over the place.
And we went a second time, and we did get direct voice into the camera as well. Again, didn't we? Going sharp. It literally goes
Yeah.
sharp.
It was weird because
Yeah.
we're in the bar live on YouTube, and I'm doing the Estes. We've got a locked off camera in the toilet where we got the DVP before, where we got the bang. And when we watched it back, you can hear me on the Estes go, shut up. And then the voice on the locked off camera goes, shut up, in the toilet.
Yeah, that was
Almost at the same time. It's
yeah.
weird.
When we went with real evidence, nothing.
Nothing.
But he did have a couple things on his video.
Did
He
he?
did. Yeah, he had a couple of noises that he couldn't work out on his video when he went with you. Because I watched yours and then I went across to watch his. And that's how I found real evidence.
Yeah.
And
He cracked me up because on their thumbnail, I messaged him and I went, "You do realise that's not the Swan Pub on your picture that you've said is the Swan Pub?" And he just sent me a message back saying, "Laugh out loud." Yes, of course I know. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I just thought I'd let you know because at that time we were dead. The actual image will go on there, and this will happen. This will happen. And then I said, "Who's the white lady you're talking about walking down the stairs? We've done it 3 times, and this is something new to us." And I did say, "Oh, you're not fake, no."
It's
But
a different pub. That's not that pub. That's a different pub. That story with the white lady and the door they've got. That's the one where we were talking about the other day. There's 2 more pubs in the town of Wantage that we would like to investigate. One of them apparently has got this ghost of this white lady, and there's also like a secret door to a secret room in this pub. And yeah, there's this whole big story. But so we'd like to do that, and then we got told about another one the other day.
crazy.
So that's a haunted place, Wantage. They used to call it Black Wantage.
Yeah, it's definitely haunted. It's definitely. And do you know what the land?
Is it just me or
Sound's gone.
Sound's gone, sweet.
Sorry, I pressed the thing. Did you just don't they just let you have it? Like, there you go. We've still 3 times we've done the Swan, and it's such a beautiful pub in Wantage as well. So if anyone goes to Wantage, go and have a drink in that pub because it's beautiful. We've still never met him. I've only ever spoken to him on WhatsApp. But last time we met
his wife.
The other one has tunnels apparently.
He just lets us have the pub and says, "Shut the door on the way out."
Yeah, have a good time.
Oh, I'd love that.
Okay then. I was talking to someone who lives there the other day and they are telling me about it, and it's definitely got activity. Yeah, the one with the tunnels is called the Alfred or something, isn't it? King Alfred or something, I don't know. But we will go back one day.
Emma, yeah, the bear that's the one, I think, with the secret door. I think that's the one. It's called the Bear.
Yeah.
And isn't there the King Edward as well? I think there's that, and then this one called the Volunteer that Mad Mum's talking about there.
I mean, there's so many pubs.
I know where you are now. I know where you are now because I know where Emma is.
Yeah, well, we've done the Lamb, Emma, and we've done that twice,
and the Lamb,
and we've done the Swan 3 times.
And I'd go back again to the Swan, but you kind of can't overdo things. Do you know what I mean? As well, but it's a cool place.
But we're not far from there.
No, we're not far.
We're about an hour from there.
It's not far,
if that.
Yeah, I mean, in our area we're in, we literally it's so old. It's absolutely crazy how old this area. But so many people won't let you investigate there.
But that's like Cambridge. This is why I'm nervous about Cambridge. Cambridge is just as stuck up. Sorry for using the term stuck up.
No, it is.
That is my opinion.
We work in Oxford, and there you go.
Yeah.
All against each other here.
Apparently, we're in the Cotswolds. So we're in the Cotswolds, apparently. What a load of crap. We are not.
I thought it was very nice to see a little bit of Oxford on Silent Witness last night.
I have to agree. I saw it myself, yes.
Most of it was filmed in Cambridge, ladies.
No, didn't like that.
There was definitely the building went in down the side of Cornmarket, and I thought,
Yeah, that building. Isn't that the doctors?
The doctor's surgery.
That's the doctors, isn't it?
I think it is. Unless it's next door, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely by the doctors.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a
Creepy storyline they had.
I never see Oxford again. I won't mind after today. Thanks.
Oxford
Just
has already got
introduce
his
yourself.
20-minute cities coming in, isn't it?
You are?
It's what?
Oxford's already got his 25-minute cities in it coming in, isn't it?
Oh, they're charging. So we've got a congestion charge now. You have to pay to go into Oxford. It's ridiculous. They think they're bloody
It's
London.
fibre.
They're special. They think they're
Cambridge is
special.
going the same way. They're all stuck up. They all want the money.
Oxfordshire County Council let us investigate their tunnels while they was all working above.
They certainly did.
Came and joined in and really enjoyed it, and that was Oxfordshire County Council. So I will give them a shout out because they were.
Yeah, they did. They were amazing to us, and I think they'd let us in again, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
They really enjoyed it. They joined in. They had to go the estates. They were absolutely all in.
Yeah, they were well cool. And it's
Whereas
a weird
Banbury Town Council will not let us into the town hall in Banbury.
What a load of idiots. They said people might get scared.
Sorry, Hev, we got chatting about other things.
Have you ever left a location feeling like something followed you? Yes, I have. And I think, I don't know though, it's hard to say, but I think when we left, not the Ancient Ram. Where did we go after the Ancient Ram show? I'm terrible. I'm trying to remember this. We went somewhere. Oh, sorry, I'm reading chat as well. Right, so I felt like we had something came with us when we left, and people are going to think I'm mad, but when we left East Drive, I do, and I think, and that's, but I think that it's a warped feeling in my head because when we came back from East Drive, we came back early because our gran was unwell, and she did pass away that night, and I think she was going to pass away anyway, but my warped brain thinks nothing happened when we were there. It was a bit of a disappointment. But I just think life hasn't felt the same since then. It's difficult to say though, isn't it? Is it because my gran died or is it because we left East Drive? I don't know.
No, of course it is. Of course
would say it's because of Gran dying, yeah. I would
Yeah.
say
It probably is, but then I don't know, certain parts were going on in life and you think, well, that don't feel right.
I think the only place we've been that really freaked me out, feeling like really negative, shouldn't have gone there, was when we did the Screaming House and we did sage the shit out of ourselves.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I felt disrespectful.
It felt wrong. Everything about it felt completely wrong. It did not feel right at all. We weren't even there long.
We went all the way to Chester for that.
Where's the Screaming House? I've not heard of that one.
It's in Chester, and there was a murder there of a young girl.
It wasn't there exactly, was it? But it's connected to that property.
It's connected to that property, and it's abandoned, and everyone kind of ticks the box, don't they? You tick the box of the paranormal investigator.
Don't know if you can get in it anymore because I know that it was they were trying to sell it, weren't they? But if you just literally put it into YouTube, you'll see.
But it is not a nice
house. I mean, Bad Cat Paranormal has been so many times in the girl gang, with shadow hunters and stuff. And
I forget because she swaps her little groups quite a lot. And believe me,
she's been a lot
person, but she collabs with different people at different times.
Yeah. She went a lot, and there's a lot of her videos on there at the Screaming House because she felt like a bit of a compulsion together, but I just did not feel comfortable in there at all.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it was weird. And that's the only kind of building we've done.
Rue says, I lived in a house in Dagenham when I was 6 that had a terrible entity. We moved after about a year because it was so bad. I had night terrors until I was 15. Wow, Rue, kept that to yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really? I think it followed you.
Wow, interesting.
That is. Entities can become attached to children. It's one of the biggest things I actually deal with. I hold my hands up is actually entities attaching to children. It's I don't know how to word it. It's a hard thing to always tell when an entity is attached to someone. Obviously, I'm a bit lucky because I astro projected to someone the other day and I've got like 6 attached to them. I was like, yeah, I never deal with one. Usually it's like self-proclaimed attachment.
Yeah.
You can cause attachment of yourself to you. And I'm like, you've got 6 actual attachments. I was like, what's going on here? Whoa. But I use the word entity anyway for spirits, because none of them technically are of this earth. So even the spirits where our soul has got stuck here due to whatever behaviors has caused it, no soul is actually technically of this earth, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of get you. It says here, do the locations feel historic or heavy, or even maybe both? I think both. I think both. Definitely both. Some more so. The heavy feeling is not always a good feeling, I don't think. I don't like the heavy pushing down feeling on you.
On your shoulders and your head and your chest.
Damien had it on last week when we went to the ye old reindeer. And he walked up to the garret and he never gets affected like that. And he felt something, it pushed him to his knees, literally pushed him to his knees. He went down to his knees and then he felt sick all night.
And he had to leave, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's unlike him.
Yeah. And when he walked in there was orbs everywhere. You'll see it when we put the video out. The orbs were crazy. But yeah,
I have to actually go onto your channel and watch, because
we haven't put it out
you're not
yet.
showing me stuff. Oh, it's not.
Hopefully we'll get it out this week or at the weekend.
Well, the Woods one should be out tomorrow. Where we crazily, hopefully that. I mean, I've been spitting all over me, so you just all need to go and watch it because it's like such an effort to get these videos. And I lost a pair of gold earrings. Can you believe that? Gold earrings.
And something whacked me. Let me tell you.
Funny.
Something whacked me. Much to April's amusement.
It was hilarious.
All it was a twig like this, but I swear to God, it did not fall out of a tree, because there's no way something small like that for it to hurt as much as it hurt. I thought my ear was bleeding. Something has whacked me with it, and if April had done that, I would have punched her. It wasn't April.
I wouldn't have done
that. There's no one else there. There's no way it fell out of a tree with that force to hurt me like that. So I thought I'd cut myself.
The reason I laughed so much on video is because of the way she said, and I saw how little the branch was, and the way she said, "It's cut me, it's made me bleed." No, it hasn't. It's a branch, and it just got me laughing. I'm sorry. We did listen to it back and hear it whack her head, so it obviously does whack it hard.
But it really, I mean, you see me struggling with my glasses and everything. Well, it's very, very dark. I apologise to our community in advance. It was pitch black. We did it as live, so you got half a screen of me, half a screen of April, and whatever's going on in front of me. My half of the screen is quite dark. I've tried to brighten it as much as I could, but no editing, just to brighten. That's it.
Unedited and real. The reindeer one, that is being edited, but yeah. And this was sacrificed our Sunday Night Live anyway, so.
I'm going to answer M. So it can be both. It can be an imaginary friend, as in they are making it up, etc. But it also can be a spirit. But the spirit doesn't always have to be negative. So I hate this, the way Hollywood's put it in our heads, that it's always a negative spirit. It's not. Some can actually be a spirit guide. So some children are actually already connecting to their spirit guides and talking to their spirit guides, etc. So don't always go down to assume because they're speaking to an entity that it's a negative entity. You have good entities and you have negative entities. So don't always go down that route. It's something that frustrates me, is everyone's head goes straight to thing. So did it actually cut you, Michelle? I've got to ask this.
No, it didn't, but it felt like it had.
Bloody hell.
It didn't.
But there was actually nothing there. So on this ear, was it this ear? Yeah, it was this ear. There's nothing there. But it hurt. It really hurt. I mean, you see, it knocked my glasses off. because I
I
always have my
saw
glasses
that
on my
bit.
head or on my face, and it knocks them off. There, you can see me faffing about with my glasses because it's knocked them off, and it it hit me hard.
But this will be out tomorrow, hopefully. All we've got to do is put an intro to it and put it out. So we'll put it out tomorrow anyway. Have
Yeah,
a
I've
look.
just had to brighten it up a bit because it's so
I
dark.
mean,
I've done the best I can.
obviously, we've watched it back, but it's always them things where you don't always necessarily see things. It's other people's eyes might see what we haven't seen as well. So anything you see, let us know, because it was so dark and so flaming creepy. There's the creepiest woods I've been to, that one. Well, no,
Yeah,
New
it's
Bottle.
such a
New
huge
Bottle.
woods. We really want to go. You need to take a bunch of people, go when it's light,
Like
and
50
wait for it to get dark, as opposed to going in the middle of the night just on our own. Because then you can kind of get your bearings, see the way in, the way out, where it is, and then just full on investigate with a whole bunch of you. And I think that would be quite fun then, and a
Yeah.
good investigation, because it's 500 odd acres of wood, and it's ancient, and it was like lawless, full of like
Mm.
like the priors from the abbot were dragged there and kidnapped and tried to murder, and there were highwaymen and a whole
Crazy.
quite bunch of stuff.
But me and Michelle decided to go there in the middle of the night by ourselves because we are absolutely.
And then we're too scared to go too far in then by ourselves.
Yeah.
But we need to go with a bunch of people during the day or late afternoon, so it's light when we go in.
Evening, yeah.
And then like maybe like leave some breadcrumbs or something. We left a Costa cup, didn't we? So we knew.
But that there, and I know that if I see that Costa cup, then I think, well, if someone moved the Costa cup, stupid really, but
Right, if we see the birds following anyone in the mineral forest, we know it's them being a bit of a Hansel and Gretel moment.
But listen, I'm going to have to go because we have got to get up in the
Oh my
morning.
goodness, yes. I didn't realise the time, my lovelies.
I didn't either.
Thank you all so much. Honestly, thank you, ladies. Do go check their channel out. It is, as always, ladies, it's in the description. They do some brilliant stuff. As I've said, I've watched quite a few of their videos. They are very entertaining, very, very good. So do go check them out.
Probably live quite near to us, so maybe they can hook up with us at some point. You never know.
Yeah, you never know, my lovely. You never know.
Yeah.
This is it, guys. So do go check them out. Thank you again, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. All I can say is don't forget to keep sparkling.
And stay safe.
Bye.